Prime's got a chainsaw now. We trying out for a remake of something? Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Evil Dead? What about Lollipop Chainsaw? Hello everybody, Sparkster1701 here. We're going to kick this month off by taking a look at some of the toys from the Rise of Beasts toy line from the latest movie. And before any of you asks or puts it in the comments, nope, Larry and I have not been to the film. Theaters seem to have a problem with dinosaur penguins running around in there. And the more things that I've seen and read about the casting choices and plot decisions for the movie, the less I find myself interested in it. It would also help if Hollywood would actually hire real voice actors to voice the Transformers instead of just any old name they can get off the street. I don't care what they think, the person they got for Mirage is an extremely poor choice. Mirage doesn't tell dick jokes. But at any rate, we're going to start our month off by taking a look at the famed leader of the Autobots, Optimus Prime. This is one of the smaller toys in the group, since this is one of them that also includes a Beast Companion. Before we get too far into this toy here and all the ones that we are going to look at this month, they were donated by a viewer. Melissa sent these to me as part of my birthday back in May, so thank you very much for that. But at any rate, let's get looking at these guys here. We've got Optimus Prime, done up movie combination movie and Generation 1 style. And he's got a Beast Companion in the form of a... looks to be like a wolf of some sort, just judging by the way it looks. This is Chain Claw. And it is nice to see that, you know, even though Chain Claw does not appear in the film, that they are digging up a relatively obscured character. Chain Claw is a character from the Generation 1 era. He was a pretender. In the G1 continuity, Chain Claw was famous for being quite a worrywart, since he would worry about anything and everything. And it got to the point that sometimes his worries and anxieties would get so bad it would put him in a semi-permanent stasis lock. The only thing that's wrong with this version of Chain Claw is the fact that in the Generation 1 continuity, Chain Claw was a bear. In the G1 continuity, Carnivac was a wolf. So... nice of Hasbro to dig up an obscure name, but you got the wrong animal. And in this case, Chain Claw here is the only accessory for Optimus Prime. And as you saw there in the opening video, the opening bit with Larry, Chain Claw becomes a weapon for Prime. We'll demonstrate that now. To transform Chain Claw, we simply raise his front legs up. And I should point out to you, the legs are his only articulation. They all move to a certain degree. But you can basically stretch their legs out pretty much at a 45-degree angle. You can probably go further, but again, the body limits it, so... at any rate, stretch the front legs out so they go beyond the head. Stretch the back legs out so they go beyond the tail. You'll come down here to the belly, and we will pull out this post. And then we come back here to his butt, and you will fold it underneath, and it will automatically bring out the chainsaw blade. And then Optimus can hold it, like so. It's an interesting choice, certainly a different design, but somehow I don't see Optimus as the kind of character going around wielding a chainsaw. Alright, now we'll take a look here at the Optimus Prime figure. And he would basically qualify for being a deluxe class. So if you've got any of you that are parents that have little children that are big fans of our hero, hey, this one would definitely be one to consider picking up. However, I do have one sort of gripe against this toy. It's not a major one, but when I show you how to transform him, it's almost entirely the same as how the core class Optimus Prime has transformed. The one that's been in Kingdom, which there is a review for that one, and the Legacy Evolution version, which is basically, it's the same toy, just in a different box. Partially due to the fact that the Kingdom ones didn't sell as much, so they could repackage them and try to see if they could con us into buying those. But basically, this thing is just almost the same toy, but bigger. So, like I said, it's a minor gripe, since it is the engineering adage that if it works in miniature, it will work in full scale. So it worked for a the transformation worked for a miniature Optimus Prime, so it does work for a bigger one. But unfortunately, it also carries over some of the design aesthetics, like the hands. You can only see his hands when you look at it from the top. When you look at it from the front, it looks like the front of the truck. The headlight section from the truck. So it kind of hurts the look visually a bit. But if that doesn't bother you, then it's not much, not really much of a gripe. At any rate, let's take a look at Prime's articulation. His head can turn from side to side. It unfortunately is not on a ball joint, so it won't look up and down. You can raise his arm up to the side, about so far. His arms do rotate at the shoulder, all the way around. You can bend his arm at the elbow 90 degrees. And while it is a bit difficult, you can do a swivel at the bicep due to the ball joint. So he has G.I. Joe battle grip. Optimus can be twisted here at his abdomen, right here, underneath his chest, so weird looking dance moves. You can spread his legs apart only about so far. They really aren't designed for going at a full splits. You can raise his leg up at the hip 90 degrees, and you can bend him at the knee 90 degrees. So all in all, he has roughly the same articulation you'd get from a regular Transformer of this size. Okay, now we're going to transform Optimus, and like I said, it's pretty similar to the core class one, so it's not all that difficult. First thing they want us to do is turn his head around so it faces the other way. You come around here to the back side, and you're going to fold his head inside the body. Straighten his arms out, and then you're going to raise them up and out to the sides like so. And we'll grab the top of his body and rotate it around. So it should line up there with the grill. Come around here to the back side again. You're going to bring his legs together. It's easier to take the left leg and then just slide it over the post on the right leg, because it's really not built for the other method. Then you'll bend his legs at the hip. Keep them straight now. Come back here to the back of the feet, and we will fold up the heels of his feet inside the truck. And now we come back to the arms. You're going to bring the arms down, and then bend them at the elbow. Now, the instructions are going to recommend you pitch him forward a little bit. I recommend quite a bit, so you got plenty of room to work. Because you're going to take the arms, you're going to bring them back at the shoulder, and then you rotate the forearm so that it goes under, and it should snap into place if you've got everything lined up. There we go. And of course, once we've got that, see right here at the sides, there are a pair of holes, and they should line up with these posts attached to his elbows. So get those down in there, and then there you have it. Optimus is in his alternate mode, the one that is beloved by many fans, especially of the G1 era. The 1983 Freightliner cab-over-engine semi. May not be exactly an 83 model right now, but basically that's the look it's going for. As for how he rolls, well, he rolls pretty good on the four wheels that do roll. I say four because the wheels in the middle here are extremely fake, as they don't have a pin. They obviously don't have the pin in there to roll, and they are flat on the bottom. So we get to my thoughts. What do I think of this toy? This one's kind of okay. I mean, like I said, I don't really like how the look of it came out, especially with the way the hands look. But from an engineering standpoint, I do understand how they made it work, since it is basically a bigger version of the more readily available Core Class toy. But a lot of it kind of depends on your own personal tastes. And also what you think of Optimus coming with a chainsaw. But of course, unlike a lot of the other ones, this one really doesn't give you any instructions for mounting him with the weapon. I guess you could plug it into the arms here, and that way he's at least holding the weapon, but this sort of thing looks less Transformer and more zombie apocalypse or Mad Max style. Not exactly a good look. But definitely one that will probably keep the kids busy for a while. At any rate, that's my look at the Rise of Beasts version of Optimus Prime. I hope you enjoyed it. And please do remember that if you like the content we feature on this channel, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. This is Sparkster1701 saying I'll catch you all later.